Welcome to our exploration of management, one of the cornerstones of business success. Whether you've worked under managers, heard about executives in the news, or even managed a team yourself, you might wonder, what exactly is management? In this video, we'll step into the manager's shoes and discover what running a business truly involves. From supervising employees to developing plans that achieve company goals, management is a dynamic, ongoing process. We'll break down the four essential functions of management, examine organizational structures, and see how company culture shapes operations. Let's begin this journey to understand what makes effective management. Management is more than just a job title, it's a process. At its core, management involves planning, organizing, leading, and controlling an organization's resources. Think of a manager as the captain of a ship, ensuring the journey is smooth, the supplies are adequate, and everyone knows their role. No matter the size of the organization, managers use these four functions to some degree. In small businesses, one person might handle all aspects, while in larger companies, managers may specialize. But the process is ongoing, adapting to new challenges and opportunities. Let's introduce the four key functions of management: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Each function plays a vital role in achieving organizational goals. Planning sets the direction, organizing arranges resources, leading motivates people, and controlling ensures everything stays on track. These functions are interconnected, creating a cycle that drives business success. Throughout this video, we'll dive deeper into each function, using real-world examples and practical tips to illustrate how managers put these concepts into action. To see management in action, let's look at the Sara Lee Corporation. Known for products like Ballpark Franks and Hands underwear, Sara Lee grew into a massive, diverse company. However, its size became a disadvantage in a fast-paced market. CEOs John H. Bryan and later C. Stephen McMillan led the company through significant changes, trimming product lines, merging teams, and centralizing operations. Despite these efforts, challenges remained, raising questions about the effectiveness of their management decisions. This case highlights the complexities managers face and the importance of strategic planning and adaptability. Planning is the foundation of management. It's the process of creating organizational goals and deciding how best to achieve them. Just like building a house starts with a solid foundation, running a business begins with a well-thought-out plan. Managers are responsible for developing this plan, which guides every other function. Planning involves setting a vision, crafting a mission statement, establishing goals and objectives, and formulating strategies. It's a continuous process that adapts as the business and market evolve. Every successful plan starts with a vision, a realistic view of the company's future. Visionaries like Bill Gates and Henry Ford imagined a world transformed by their products. Once a vision is set, it's communicated through a mission statement. This statement tells customers and employees the company's purpose, goals, and philosophies. For example, Ford's mission is to make people's lives better by making mobility accessible and affordable. Mission statements provide a framework for decision-making and unite everyone toward common objectives. With a clear mission, the next step is to set goals and objectives. Goals are broad, long-term aims, while objectives are specific short-term targets designed to achieve those goals. For instance, a company might aim to double its market share in 5 years goal and sell 10,000 units by year-end objective. Effective goals and objectives are relevant, measurable, challenging, attainable, and time-limited. They motivate employees, guide actions, and clarify management expectations. A crucial part of planning is understanding your company's position in the market. That's where SWOT analysis comes in. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. By evaluating internal strengths and weaknesses and external opportunities and threats, managers can make informed decisions. For example, before expanding into China, Whirlpool assessed its managerial talent and financial resources, as well as its competitors. SWOT analysis helps businesses identify where they can excel and what challenges they need to address. Let's see SWOT analysis in action with Joe Wilson's Minimart. Joe noticed that his competitors were slow, so he identified fast service as an opportunity. His mission statement emphasizes quick, friendly service. By analyzing his competitors' weaknesses, Joe set a specific goal: no customer should wait more than 1 minute in line. This example shows how SWOT analysis leads to actionable goals and helps businesses stand out in the market. Once goals and objectives are set, managers must decide how to achieve them. This is where strategy comes in. Companies can choose to differentiate their products, compete on price, or specialize in serving a particular market segment. Some, like Toyota, combine strategies by offering quality at a low cost. The key is to select strategies that align with the company's strengths and market opportunities, ensuring they are both effective and sustainable. With a strategy in place, managers need action plans to turn ideas into reality. There are two main types: tactical plans and operational plans. Tactical plans outline what needs to be done to achieve short-term objectives, usually over 1 or 2 years. Operational plans break these down further, detailing daily or weekly actions. For example, Joe's tactical plan might involve streamlining customer interaction, while his operational plan sets deadlines for moving products and upgrading checkout systems. Let's recap the planning process. It starts with a vision and mission, followed by setting goals and objectives. SWOT analysis helps identify strengths and market opportunities. Strategies are then formulated and action plans are developed to guide daily operations. Each step builds on the previous one, ensuring the company moves steadily toward its objectives. Effective planning is the backbone of successful management. Organizing is about arranging a company's resources, employees, equipment, money, and more to achieve its goals. For a small business, organizing might be simple, but for a large company like Dell with thousands of employees worldwide, it's a complex task. Organizing involves deciding who does what, who makes decisions, and how jobs are grouped. As markets and resources change, organizing is an ongoing process that requires constant attention from managers. As businesses grow, managers can't do everything themselves. Delegation becomes essential. The chain of command defines who reports to whom, ensuring accountability and clarity. When managers delegate tasks, they also assign authority, the right to make decisions. This structure allows work to be shared efficiently and ensures that everyone knows their responsibilities. A clear chain of command helps organizations run smoothly, from top executives to hourly employees. Delegating tasks can be challenging for managers who want to maintain control. However, effective delegation is key to long-term success. When managers assign tasks, they make employees accountable for results and give them the authority to act. Training and trust are essential. As employees grow in their roles, managers can focus on bigger picture planning. Delegation not only empowers employees but also helps managers develop leadership skills. Specialization means breaking jobs into smaller, specific tasks. This approach improves speed and quality. For example, at McDonald's, each worker focuses on one part of the process: cooking fries, assembling burgers, or handling the register. Specialization allows employees to develop expertise, boosting efficiency and consistency. However, it can also lead to boredom, so rotating roles can help keep employees engaged and satisfied. Departmentalization groups specialized jobs into units or departments. This makes managing easier and helps teams work together. Departments can be organized by product, geography, customer type, function, or process. For example, a transportation company might have separate departments for buses, taxis, and limousines. Departmentalization streamlines operations and ensures that employees with similar roles can collaborate effectively. Product departmentalization organizes jobs around the products or services a business offers. For instance, a company might have separate departments for electronics, clothing, and home goods. This structure allows each department to focus on the unique needs of its product line, improving expertise and customer satisfaction. It's especially useful for companies with diverse offerings. Geographic departmentalization groups jobs by physical location or region. For example, a power company might have divisions for different service areas, or a global business like Dell might organize by continent. This approach allows companies to tailor their operations to local markets and respond quickly to regional needs. Even small businesses can use geographic departmentalization, such as grouping stores by location. Customer departmentalization organizes jobs based on the type of customer served. For example, department stores have separate sections for men, women, and children, while banks may have divisions for personal and business clients. This structure helps companies provide specialized service and meet the unique needs of different customer groups. Functional departmentalization groups jobs by what employees do, such as accounting, marketing, sales, or human resources. This is one of the most common structures, allowing each department to be led by experts in their field. However, it's important for departments to communicate and not lose sight of the company's overall goals. Process departmentalization organizes jobs around the steps in the production process. For example, a construction company might have separate teams for laying foundations, building frames, and installing roofs. Each unit focuses on a specific stage, ensuring high quality and efficiency. This structure is common in manufacturing and construction industries. A matrix structure combines two types of departmentalization, often product and process. This flexible, team-oriented approach brings together people with different specialties to work on projects. While matrix structures encourage creativity and collaboration, they can also create confusion if reporting lines aren't clear. Some companies use matrix structures for special projects, while others use them throughout the organization. Span of control refers to how many people a manager oversees. A wide span means one manager supervises many employees, creating a flat organization with few layers. A narrow span means more layers of management, resulting in a tall organization. The best span of control depends on the complexity of tasks and the company's structure. Flat organizations are often more flexible, while tall organizations can provide closer supervision. Centralized organizations concentrate decision-making at the top, ensuring consistency but sometimes slowing response to change. Decentralized organizations give lower-level managers more authority, allowing for quicker decisions and greater flexibility. Each approach has pros and cons, and many companies blend both to suit their needs. The choice depends on company size, industry, and goals. To summarize organizing, as a business grows, work must be shared among more people. Delegation, specialization, and departmentalization help distribute tasks efficiently. The chain of command, span of control, and degree of centralization shape how work flows through the organization. Managers must constantly adapt their structures to changing resources and market conditions. Leading is about working with people, hearing, training, guiding, and motivating employees to achieve company goals. Staffing ensures the right people are in the right roles, while directing involves inspiring and supporting them. Managers use different leadership styles, adapting to situations and team needs. Effective leadership is essential for building a positive, productive workplace. Staffing involves recruiting, hearing, and training employees. Human resources departments often handle these tasks, ensuring the company attracts and retains top talent. Directing is about guiding and motivating employees to do their best work. Managers must balance keeping employees satisfied with achieving company objectives. The right leadership style can make all the difference. There are three main leadership styles: autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. Autocratic leaders make decisions on their own, maintaining strict control. Democratic leaders involve employees in decision-making, fostering collaboration. Laissez-faire leaders delegate authority, allowing employees to make decisions. Each style has its strengths and is suited to different situations and team dynamics. Controlling is the process of making sure everything is going according to plan. It involves monitoring performance, comparing results to goals, and making adjustments as needed. Controlling ensures that the company stays on track and meets its objectives. It's closely linked to planning. Without a plan, there's nothing to control, and without control, plans are meaningless. A real-world example of controlling is Bill Zollars at Yellow Transportation. When he became chairman, he discovered that 40% of shipments were late or damaged. He implemented systems to monitor customer satisfaction and improve performance, involving employees in the process. By tracking results and making changes, the company was able to improve service and regain customer trust. Not all managers do the same work. There are three main levels: top managers, middle managers, and first-line managers. Top managers oversee the entire organization, focusing on big-picture planning and strategy. Middle managers supervise departments and report to top managers, balancing planning with leading teams. First-line managers work directly with employees, handling day-to-day operations and ensuring tasks are completed. Managers can also specialize in different areas: human resources, marketing, finance, operations, information technology, and administration. Each type of manager brings unique skills to the organization. For example, HR managers handle staffing, marketing managers focus on sales, and IT managers maintain computer systems. In larger companies, these roles are distinct, while in smaller businesses, one manager may wear many hats. Successful managers need a mix of technical, conceptual, interpersonal, and decision-making skills. Technical skills are often learned on the job, especially for first-line managers. Conceptual skills help managers see the big picture and solve complex problems. Interpersonal skills are crucial for working with people, while decision-making skills enable managers to choose the best course of action. These skills can be developed with practice and experience. A company's culture is the set of values, beliefs, and attitudes that shape how employees behave. It's the feel of the organization, whether it's relaxed and friendly or formal and competitive. A positive culture boosts employee satisfaction and performance, while a negative culture can lead to low morale and high turnover. Managers play a key role in shaping and maintaining company culture. Company culture influences every aspect of business operations, from how decisions are made to how employees interact. A strong, positive culture can drive innovation, improve customer service, and attract top talent. On the other hand, a toxic culture can hinder growth and damage a company's reputation. Managers must be aware of their organization's culture and work to align it with company goals. Great managers don't just follow routines, they think critically about their priorities and strategies. They consider how to handle conflicts, motivate teams, and adapt to change. Entrepreneurship, or bringing entrepreneurial thinking into large organizations, can spark innovation and keep companies agile. Managers must balance structure with creativity, ensuring the organization stays competitive in a changing world. A good manager is more than just a boss. They inspire trust, communicate clearly, and support their team's growth. Good managers delegate effectively, recognize achievements, and provide constructive feedback. They adapt their leadership style to fit the situation and are always looking for ways to improve. On the flip side, poor managers may micromanage, ignore employee input, or fail to set clear expectations. Delegating responsibilities allows managers to focus on strategic tasks while empowering employees to take ownership of their work. Specialization enables employees to develop expertise, increasing efficiency and quality. Together, delegation and specialization help companies scale, adapt, and remain competitive. Managers must strike a balance between oversight and autonomy to maximize team performance. When starting a company, choosing the right organizational structure is crucial. Consider your business's size, industry, and goals. A functional structure might suit a small team, while a matrix or decentralized structure could benefit a larger, more dynamic organization. The right structure supports growth, clarifies roles, and ensures efficient communication. Span of control, centralization, and decentralization are closely related. A wide span of control often goes hand in hand with decentralization, giving lower-level managers more authority. A narrow span is common in centralized organizations where decisions are made at the top. The right balance depends on the company's needs, complexity, and desire for flexibility or consistency. Tactical plans outline actions to achieve short-term objectives, usually over 1 or 2 years. Operational plans break these down into daily or weekly tasks. For example, a tactical plan might involve launching a new product, while operational plans detail the steps for production, marketing, and sales. Both types of plans are essential for turning strategy into action. Choosing the right leadership style depends on your team and business needs. Autocratic leadership can be effective in emergencies or with inexperienced teams. Democratic leadership fosters collaboration and innovation. Laissez-faire leadership works well with skilled, self-motivated employees. Reflect on your strengths and choose a style that fits your company's culture and goals. No one is born a perfect manager. The best leaders are always learning, developing new skills, seeking feedback, and adapting to change. Assess your strengths and weaknesses honestly. Work on areas like communication, decision-making, and technical expertise. Remember, great management is a journey, not a destination. Management is an ongoing cycle of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. It starts with a vision, sets goals, organizes resources, leads people, and ensures everything stays on track. As businesses and markets change, managers must adapt, learn, and grow. Mastering these functions is the key to building successful, resilient organizations. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the essentials of management.